everyone, it's Rachel with Rachel's Wig Reform. I'm super excited about my review today. I have the brand new Jon Renau Zara Light in their brand new Light collection that they have just released. And then I also have the original Zara in that cap construction to do a comparison between the two. Before we get started, I am wearing Link by Ellen Villa in the color Rose Pastel Rooted, I believe it is. I just did a review on this not too long ago. You can find it in at Rachel's Wig Reform. Just click videos and all my videos will show up and you'll be able to find it. But what I want to do is I want to get started comparing the differences in the cap construction for this new Light collection. I'm going to start with the original Zara. I purchased this Zara from Pretty Wigs to You. I will put the link in the description box. And I also want you to know she is currently running the Light collection at 30% off. I don't think many other places have the Light collection right now at 30% off. She is a Canadian-based wig company. When you first go to her site, you're going to see the prices in the Canadian dollar. You need to switch it to like the US or whatever currency you're under. And then just so you know, when you check out, it does show the payment in Canadian dollars, but you're really only charged whatever currency you switched it. So don't get confused if you see that. But like I said, Pretty Wigs to You, 30% off right now for the Light collection. Here is Zara in the original cap. Both of my Zara wigs are in the color Palm Springs Blonde. The original cap is just your basic wefted cap with the extended nape, the Velcro adjusters, the velvet ear tabs. It has your full mono top and then your lace front. This is your basic cap with Zara. This is a very common cap with Jon Renau. Very, very comfortable, very well done lace construction on the top. What is the difference with the Light? Here is the new Light collection. First off, you're going to notice this is a 100% hand-tied cap versus the original Zara, which was all wefted back here. It has the full mono top, just like the original Zara does. It has the lace front, but with a difference. The lace goes ear to ear, and it has this lighter, thinner ear tab with this polyurethane. I think that's what you call it. You know how I am with pronouncing things. This ear tab, oh my gosh, wait till you see when I get it on. It's great. Now I do have a couple little things about this wig that makes me go, and we'll talk about that when I get it on. And then across the back, it also has this nape area that again is a lighter, thinner nape with that polyurethane across it. Now, if you're wondering what's the difference with this hand-tied cap versus Jon Renau's regular hand-tied caps, I'll show you. This is Rachel by Jon Renau. I always say that wrong too. So again, you have your 100% hand-tied cap, but you have just the basic extended nape, and you have the velvet ear tabs. And then you have your mono top and lace front. So you can see the difference in these. From one hand tied to the next. This would be your more, advanced hand tied cap. And then this would be your basic hand tied cap by Jon Renau. And then you're back into your very popular lace front mono top wefted cap. All right, let's get into putting these on. Now I have done 0 modifications to any of the Zara wigs. I've had both of them on once and made some observations with it that I want to share with you. So we're going to start off with the original Zara. Now, I'm going to just brush her out and I'm going to talk to you for a little bit here while I get her brushed out. What I noticed about the original Zara is there is permatease, in the nape area. So down, gosh, she's so long. But down here across the nape area and right there in the back, there's permatease here. This does feel thicker in the back. Not all of the wigs are like that, but I've had a few from John Renau that have had the permatease in the back, in the nape area. Let me get her just combed out here real quick, and then I'm gonna throw her on. This will probably be one of my longer reviews because they've just got so much to talk about. I did kind of put a part in her the other day when I was brushing her out and tried her on because it was just in my face and I didn't want to have to deal with that. So here we are with the original Zara. Again, this is in Palm Springs Blonde. Now, when you, about right to here, right there where my fingers stop, that's where the end of the mono top is. Right here, there's some permatease in her. And that just gives you, it's not bad. There's not a ton of it. It just gives you that little lift in there. I gotta kind of stand on my tippy toes to get this all in. She has great layering. I like the way it comes down around your face here and then sort of lays down. This is definitely just too long for me. I know you're probably thinking, well, why didn't you order like Cameron? Well, Cameron seemed a little too short, and I've already had Julianne, and so I just wanted something different. It's funny, right now I'm either buying these long wigs or a pixie. There's like no in between with me right now. But this is just one I wanted to compare it with. So let me brush her out in the back and I'll give you a quick spin. These longer wigs can be a little snarly. Notice I'm holding it as I'm brushing through that. Ow, hello, my wall's there. When I'm brushing through that snarl because I don't want to be pulling on it. All right. Side. Back. Side. And then back to the front. So let's get up and look at her hairline. You're going to notice the difference in this hairline when I get the John Renau light on. There's a difference for the better. So fibers can be a little heavier up in here. Here is your hairline. And I want you to make note of how much lace is extended from here because it's different on the light. Right now on your original Zara, there in most of your John Renau wigs have just that basic little tiny extension of lace there. And this hairline right in here is heavier than on the light. It would be one that you would want to pluck out because it looks a little too straight and kind of perfect. Sorry. Then here is what the hairline around the ears look like on Zara. And this area is thicker because that is your typical ear tab. It's thicker, it's heavier. But you could still put this behind your ear. And then a little trick that you do is you just take your fingers and kind of pull those fibers down a little bit and kind of get it messier up around there. And then it will lay nice behind your ear. Now, I wear glasses. I have progressive bifocals. You know, it's fun when you get old. I don't know if I told you yet, but on this Zara, I'm cutting her. This is just way too long for me. And I want you to see the difference in the way the layering is on this versus when I put on the light. So Here's Zara Original. Let me show you glasses. So when I put my glasses on with this wig, when I go right here, I'm hitting those ear tabs like immediately. It's just like boom. Like I can push as hard as I want, but it stops because of those tabs. I don't want my ear, whatever we call these, to be underneath my ear tabs. So whenever I put my wigs on, I'm always like, or my glasses on, I'm always like sort of maneuvering around those ear tabs. And when I take my glasses off and on in public, I always wonder, people are looking at me when I'm putting them back on, like, what is she doing? Because I'm really just like, okay, that ear tab, okay, now we're in. Okay. It's a cute wig. It's just too long for me. All right, here is your original Zara. Let's get into the brand new cap. Get this off. Both of these have a little bit of shedding going on. And the longer the wig, the worse it can be sometimes, because you get that long piece of hair that's kind of stuck to you and you think you got it, but then yet it's really just hanging all over you. All right, let's put on Original. I'm gonna get her brushed out just a little bit. I always use my wide tooth comb, just kind of comb through her a little bit before I put her on. All right. Get the ear tabs lined up. I literally just got this in the mail about 45 minutes ago. And I got excited and said, we're doing the review today. I wasn't going to do this till I got back from my camping trip, but I was too excited. Let me get these bangs. Now, I don't know if you can see that difference right out of the box with this versus, one second, please. My allergies are so bad. I noticed a difference right away. I've got to get this out of those little pieces out of my eye. Got to pull it back just a little. This lays differently for good. In my opinion, I think it lays nicer. It has just a little more of a layering effect. I like the way it sort of blends in. I feel like this length with this density, I could probably deal with this. It is definitely lighter in density all the way around. And I will tell you, part of me was a little concerned about that, because sometimes wigs can be too heavy, too thick, and then sometimes they can be a little sparse and a little too thin. And so I wasn't for sure how to handle that lighter density. I love it. This wig cap, I can't even tell you. I think calling it the Light Collection was spot on, because that's how I can describe it. The cap is just lighter. And it doesn't even feel like I really have anything on. It's unreal. Before we get into any more, let me just show you the glasses on. Just like that. Like those ear tabs, I'm sorry. I hate, that's the part about wig reviews that I don't like, so when my hair's in my face. But you literally just slide these on. If you wear glasses and you like one of the light wigs, I highly suggest investing in it, because it is a game changer at the ears. All right, enough with my glasses, because it looks like I have crazy eyes. Let's get up close and talk about this. Do you see the difference up here versus the original one? The original one was just kind of thick and heavy. This one here, it's like you can part it anywhere and move it around, and just look how pretty that is. And the fibers up in the mono top, it's a lighter density than what it is in the original one. It's done super, super well. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just going to pretend like it's not in my face and it's not driving me nuts. Let's talk about the lace. Remember I said take a little note on how much lace extends from the original Zara. This is one of those things where I'm kind of going, I'm going to get a clip here and clip this back just so I can talk with you easier. I mean, even when you just pull that back, it's like, oh, it just looks so natural up in there. Now, I should probably start this video over at this point, but I'm not going to. Welcome to my crazy wig review. Do you see how much more extra lace sticks out? That's a lot of lace. A lot. So when I lift it up, you can kind of see where my hair shaved. That's kind of my original hairline. That's a lot of lace. It comes down to almost right here. And when I look in certain mirrors, I'm just like, I don't want it to look like I have a screen door on my forehead. So that is just one of the things that makes me go, about this. The hairline, though, is so much thinner, and it's not so like heavy across the front there. And I love that. But when this lace is coming all the way down to here, and let me show you so you can see, I've got makeup and stuff on there. To me, that's going to get a little grimy after a while, to be honest with you. I don't think I can leave that there. In fact, I can't. And here's the thing. John Renau said, do not cut it. They also say that with the smart lace. They say cutting it sort of modifies the concept a little bit. I cut all the lace on all of my John Renau wigs, and I've never had an issue. I am comfortable enough for me to cut this. I'm not comfortable enough to wear it like that. So I will be cutting it. However, I just want you to know that is an absolute personal preference. I just give my opinions and what I'm going to do and what I see. It's certainly not anything you have to do. So I'm not telling you you should cut this. It's not my favorite. Now, I want to show you something. When I put my hair behind my ear, I want you to take note of the lace right here. See how that lifts up? So if I'm just standing here talking to you, and I was like, oh yeah, and I was like, oh, let me put my hair behind my ear, you don't want this little piece of lace flipping around. So that's another small thing that makes me go, The ear tabs and how flat and flush this is to my side, amazing. Love it. But all this right here, where my fingernail is running down, that's all lace. And it lifts. See how easy it lifts up? So I don't know, I feel like if I secure that down with some hairspray and I pull that back, it's going to, again, get the buildup of the hairspray or the adhesive, and then it starts to look noticeable too. So I'm not 100% sure on that part. And I just have to be completely honest when I'm reviewing a wig. And out of all the wig reviews that I watched with the light, nobody got up and showed me this. And it was one of the things that I said to myself, how is that going to be around the ear? What is that lace going to be like? Am I going to have to secure it down? Is it going to be noticeable? And I'm still on the fence about it. Again, it's just one of those things that make me go, But here's the deal. They are on the right track with this wig and this cap construction. This is a great cap construction overall. And I will be buying the other wigs in this cap construction. And I hope they bring it out in some other wigs too. I mean, me just sitting here with this one on, with it being so long, I feel more natural in this one than I did in the original one. I'm not going to be so quick to make any modifications to this wig, as far as like cutting some length or anything off from it. I will my original one. I'm going to hold off on this because there's so many possibilities with this wig that really isn't with the original one. So let's talk about the back now. I'm going to try to get this lifted up for you so you can see the back of it. And that's where it has that polyurethane in the nape area versus the basic. Gosh, I hope you can see it. So this is, this down around in here is much thinner and less bulkier than the other wig constructions. Now, just like any wig, if I was to try to pull this into a high ponytail, that is going to start to pull away from my neckline. That's going to happen on anything. But with this in the back, if I was to pull this up into a higher ponytail, once I got in the ponytail, if I just kind of, loosen up a little bit of hair around there, that's going to fall right back down again onto my nape area, and it's going to lay more flush on the back of my neck than some of the basic caps will. Also, because it has that polyurethane strip there, you can like put some adhesive on that to help secure that part down, or some double-sided tape. Let me do an all-around turn with this. No permatease either. It just, gosh, they did a great job. All right, so front, side, back, and side. Just going to show you up close one more time just how great that is. It's just so much lighter, and the hairline looks more natural. Plucking apart in this is not going to happen. When I pluck apart in my other wigs, it kind of becomes permanent. When I wash my wigs that have a plucked part, they just fall right back into that part. And that's okay with those because I want to see a part and I don't plan on switching it up. But with this wig here, I will not have to pluck anything. I will not have to pluck the hairline on this. The only modification that I would make with this cap construction would be the lace. Cutting that back a little bit, and then again, I'm just a little unsure on what I'm going to do with the flappers over here with the lace, because it just kind of lifts up. But other than this, those little things right there, this is a great wig. They nailed it. The fibers, everything, just the way it lays is so much nicer. The cap is light. It doesn't even feel like I have a wig on. With that said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take pictures wearing both Zara and Zara Light and try to do side-by-side comparisons with them. And then I will put those on my Facebook page, Rachel's Wig Reform, where you can go and check those out. The original Zara will just have a Z in the picture, and Zara Light will have a ZL in it, so you can kind of see the difference. Now, sometimes in pictures it doesn't show up and it's hard to see the difference between the two, but I'm still gonna do it for you. I hope you can certainly see a difference with the way this Zara lays versus the original one. You know what I'm gonna do? Here it is, Zara Light. Let me put back on the original one, just so you can go back and see it real quick. I don't know what it's like weather-wise in your town, but it's like a freaking rainforest here. I think I've got my air conditioning down to, I don't know, 45, so I can do this wig review without hyperventilating from heat. All right, so here's the original. Okay, this is still a cute wig. All right, I'm not saying it's not, but there's a difference. And what I would say to those people who do not want a lighter density wig, give it a try. If you like a thicker, heavier density in your fibers, cool, this might be the cap construction for you, but I would say give the light one a try. It's amazing. Everything about it is amazing. Just me sitting here with this cap on, it's all of a sudden like, oh, ear tabs, nape. Oh, it's just heavier. So John Renau, your light collection is brilliant. Even though I kind of picked apart a few things, I'm sorry. I think you need to offer it in more wigs, or more wig styles. Okay, that is my comparison on Zara and Zara Light. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and also make sure you follow the links to Rachel's Wig Reform so you can see the before and after pictures. Okay, everyone, we'll talk with you soon.